What's up guys, it's me the Friendly Assassin, and today I'm going to be doing a PowerPoint tutorial. This is going to be a new series that I'm going to be doing, and this is going to be something interesting that I just thought we could do. So when you open this up, it should open like this if you're using the newest version. You just click new right there, and this will open up. I've done other sizes before, but this is the one that we will be using. And I usually like it in pixels, so I can see, because that's what you can use. That's like when you look something up on Chrome, that's what will appear in pixels. So for the background color, I'm going to make that black. And so today we're just going to be going over some simple stuff, just like the layers. Today I'm just going to be going over the basics and masking. So what we're going to do right now, and I'm going to show you real quick. This is the toolbar on the left side right here. This is where your layers are. These are something I'll teach you later, and these are different things that you can adjust to your layers, like hue and saturation. And also, these are a bunch of tabs that you can use. And so this is the layer masks that we will be using. Wait, yes, this is the layer mask. That's correct. And if you would like to delete a layer, you just drag it to the trash bin and then release. And for this, because it's, anyway, so, first off, I'm going to show you some of the basic tools and what they do for this. So, just draw a quick little square. This is the rectangle tool, rounded rectangle, ellipse tool, polygon tool, line tool, and then custom shape tool. Those are a little more advanced, so we'll go over those later, but I'll just make it red and then, not red. Yellow. Okay. So for instance, right here, this is a quick selection tool, and this is the magic wand tool. Magic wand tool, you can, just do like a selection, like you click and you can have a selection. The quick selection tool, you just, so you can kind of drag the selection out, and you can let it go, and then you can, drag it back out, and you can release your mouse and stuff, and so you can just drag it out and stuff. And to deselect, you do Control D. And like I said, these are your layers. So this is the lock mechanism. Lock all actually, and you can also do a bunch of other things. This is hide and things like that. So, like, for instance, this is here in saturation, so now you see the hue and saturation is right here. You can change the hue of the object. Colorize just, does, like, it's a little more, less, it doesn't have as many bright colors. So, on this you can change the lightness of the document. You can change the saturation, which, since we don't have a lot of, like, items, if you were having, like, a face right here, and you turned it up, like, the face would turn blue and red and weird things like that. So, that's what saturation would do, but we only have a shape here, so that's the only thing that we're able to do. What's up, guys? So, I am back, and you might be looking at this like, what in the world? The only reason why you might think this is Mark Zuckerberg is because I have it labeled Mark Zuckerberg. But, what I was actually doing is I was doing the spot healing brush tool. And as if you can see when I'm reversing this, I'm doing Alt Control Z. That's how I'm getting rid of all this. Look, now he's back to plain old Mark Zuckerberg. But if you use this, you can just paint over his eyes, and that will haunt you in your sleep. I promise you that. This is scary, I swear. Okay, that scares me. I wonder if I can keep his lips and just do that. Okay. Okay, that's scary. Let's see what happens when I do this. What? Wait, can I make PewDiePie bald? Or not PewDiePie. I'm sorry. Because that was like his logo a while ago. I got confused for a second. Okay. What in the world? Okay. Obviously, if you use it in certain spots, it'll act a little weird. Oh my goodness. Okay. You can't delete it because it's the only layer, but I'm just gonna make a new layer so I can delete this thing. Okay, let's not haunt everyone in their sleep. Okay, so that was the spot healing brush tool. And a bunch of other ones are just kind of advanced versions. This is the red eye tool. Like if you have red eye in a picture, you can do that. Lots of other programs do it. It's just something simple. Brush tool, pencil tool, color replacement tool, and mixer brush tool. Pencil and brush tool is the only thing you'll really have to worry about for now. This you won't need that much. You might need the clone stamp tool occasionally, but not that much. You won't really need that much. Eraser, not really, because Photoshop is less about drawing and more about editing. So, gradient tool, paint bucket tool, and I believe, yes, see, since I had, so if I wanted to make this pink for some reason, you can do that. There you go. I'm going to undo that. Okay, so the way I did that was Alt-Control-Z. You can also find it up here in Edit. It's called Step Backwards. See, Alt-Control-Z. Okay, so that's the lasso tool. I think I already went over that. That's just a multi-selection tool, non-shape tool. It's a fill tool. Okay, this is a blur tool. Occasionally you might need that. Smudge tool, you'll just smudge things out, like, let me get a rectangle real quick. Doesn't matter if it's pink or anything. So now we can go to this smudge tool, rasterize it, and then you can kind of just smudge it around, see? And you can make the things super crazy looking. You can use this for like water painting effects. Like if you made an actual painting on Photoshop or something, if you wanted to look more like realistic, see, you can make it like more realistic looking. Like if you drew it like old-fashioned kind of look. It's pretty useful. I don't really use it that much, but some people really like it, and I think it's a great tool. Anyway, so you can just go ahead and highlight that and delete it. So there we go. Now we're okay. And you can do Control-D to deselect. It's just a little quick tip. This is the horizontal type text. We got vertical, and then the other two you don't really have to worry about right now. And that's just path selection tool. Won't need to worry about that again. You will be using these quite a lot, actually. Rectangle tool, rounded rectangle tool, ellipse tool, polygon tool, line tool, custom shape tool. We will just be using mostly just these ones. We might use this one a couple times, but I doubt we would. This is the hand and rotate tool. You can just if you use this, you can kind of just drag around and stuff. If you have a large image, you can just drag around and go up and down. This is, like I said, if you double click these, you can make a different size. Anyway, and you just click, and to go back out, this is what I do. I do Control-0, or zoom back in, you can do double click the hand to make it fit to your screen. And then this is the edit toolbar. So, I mean, those are the toolbars, which is pretty simple. This is just the move tool, which is V, just like your average tool. This is special effects. So I'm gonna draw that rectangle back out. Okay, just switch to that by pressing V. And then what we can do, I'll just trash that. And I can go to FX, special effects. Okay, we can go to drop shadow, and then this will open up. You can also just double click here to open. Nope. Okay. This is actually what you would actually use this for, is for an image. I just remembered that for a shape you cannot do this. This will make you be able to change the color of it. So actually what you'll have to do for this is you'll have to go to there, drop shadow, and then you can see, you can do opacity, you can do the size of it. I'll make it just absolutely gigantic, as you can see. Yeah, it's pretty big. So you can just edit for that. That noise kind of like edit. Yeah, see. So I'm gonna lower the size of it because it's quite big actually. Okay, so we can make it. Let's make it red. Big red. Okay. So you can see what happened with the the noise. If you up that, then it'll bunch of if you can see how it just goes from you can lower it to kind of make it like a fade effect. This is what I really like. Like 19 or 20% for me is like the best because it like fades out, which is really cool. Anyway, so that's what you can do with some of that. You can see effects, drop shadow. It also says effects here. This is just kind of another edit thing that's also just adjustments. You can also see them right up here. This is just to make a new group. Just make a bunch of random things. There's a new layer button and then trash button. And you can do, yes, delete layer 1, and then let's just delete that one, delete that. You're not allowed to delete that actually because you have to have something in your document, so you can just delete that because we don't need it. Okay, okay, well, whatever. So, that's just kind of the basic. Okay guys, now we're going to start picking on Tom Hanks. So, this will be the last part. I've showed you the basics. Now let's move on to masking. Masking is a little more difficult, but it's not really that hard if you can use this. Like I said, the quick selection tool. You can just drag, and it'll usually it's pretty good at finding and see sometimes yeah. And if you don't like it, you can do Control D, which is what I'm going to do right now, so you can. Okay, so I just want to get his face. I don't want to get his hair, because that usually messes up sometimes. Nope. Phooey. Okay. Well, come on. Let's just. We could. Okay, so let's do Control J to make something of that. So now Tom Hanks, is almost as scary as Mark Zuckerberg right there. So let's crop. We can just, kind of take that, and you can see that the rule of thirds right here. It's something where do you see where the lines meet? That's where the image is going to be focused. So if you can do that, you can just check it. Then you can do Control 0 to fit it to your screen. It's a little more blurry because we zoomed in more on the image, but then let's go to just to show you let's see what happens when we use the red eye tool. Yeah, the red eye tool could be weird. Sometimes it's really weird. Okay, so we're gonna apparently be giving this guy freckles, so that's not too good, I don't think. Okay, so again, I'm giving Tom Hanks a disease, and I'm removing Mark Zuckerberg's mouth, multiplying it by 4, and putting it on his hair. Okay, and let's use the smudge tool, and we can kind of just drag out his eyes. Oh my. I know, you can do some pretty spooky things in Photoshop. I gotta admit, you can make spooky things. Let's make his eyes kind of like just explode almost. That's pretty cool. Like an exclamation mark in a comic book, like that. That would be pretty cool. Okay. To be fairly honest, this is like one of the first times I've ever used smudge tool. I've used it a few other times, but this is not like I am not very experienced with the smudge tool. But this is so obviously you can see his. I wonder if we can make it. Oh God. Ugh. He has like fangs coming out of his nose. Like I said, you can make some pretty spooky things in Photoshop. Let's make him have more fangs. I swear, this is like scariest thing ever. Okay, so we can just kind of smudge it and mess around with his eyes some more. So that's just kind of that kind of stuff. And also, but this is the mask tool, and you can go to this, and you can just kind of black hides, white reveals. So as you can see, I'm painting with black, so therefore I'm erasing part of him. If I'm painting with white, however, you can go into this and just paint it back. See, there we go. All fixed. Well, not necessarily. Okay, so guys, I think that's pretty much it. Masking is not that hard. That's pretty much it. That's all you have to do. Next up, we'll do some more advanced things. We might do filters next. I think I'll do filters next, actually, which is pretty. We'll go over all these. We'll go over render, a little bit of pixelate, noise, distort, blur gallery, blur, and also, for instance, I think no, it's in distort. You can go to spherize. You can go to 33%. Okay, well, that's not gonna work. So, but whatever. So let's go back to this and okay. Anyway, because we were on the mask tool, that's why it wasn't working. Okay, anyway, so we can go back to that. Now we can add some more disease things to Tom Hanks. Oh wow, man, it really is like really like sensitive on his neck for some reason. Like if you spam click it, eventually you'll get some weird things, but you'll have to really, get a good amount. So, like he said. Anyway, so this is what you can do on Photoshop apparently. So guys, please drop a like. That'd be very nice. I just press V to go to move. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. It really means a lot of support. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and have an awesome, awesome day. And just, have a great day. And Photoshop is something really cool that that I really do suggest that you do. So, there's a free trial on Photoshop. I suggest you do that. It's a 7-day free trial. So thank you guys for watching, and have an awesome, like I said, awesome, spectacular day.